call it a rivalry, whatever you want to call it, but if you don't like each other, that's a whole different level.
Survival, take down my rival. No, I ain't gonna stop.
I don't think Brock Cole was very happy with that effort at all, and now both benches are emptying.
Well, I probably said something I shouldn't have to start the whole thing.
I felt like my slide into second base was a clean slide.
I was ready to defend myself.
Two passionate clubs, and those kind of things happen.
There will be something not this serious, maybe in the league.
It's baseball's most talked about series of the season to date. The Red Sox and Yankees, with the two best records in the game, set to clash at Yankee Stadium, the first of three in the Bronx. Delighted you were joining us tonight, everybody. I'm Dave O'Brien, my partner, Red Sox Hall of Famer Jerry Remy, and Garen Austin along in just a couple of moments. Jerry, this should be an absolute blast here tonight. The two teams that have been playing the best of anybody in Major League Baseball going toe-to-toe.
Absolutely right. You know, the Red Sox got off to such a very quick start, and they had the great record early in the season. You look at the numbers, 17-2 for the Red Sox through April 20th. The Yankees were only 9-9, playing 500 baseball. But look what the Yankees have done in the last 16 games, 15-1, and they've been winning in all kind of ways. Comebacks, extra innings, walk-off home runs. The Red Sox, in the meantime, have gone 9-7. So the difference is right now the Red Sox lead by one game. And I got to tell you, Dave, this to me feels more like September than it does May. It's got that kind of feeling to it here at Yankee Stadium. Couple of reasons. You got two very, very good ball clubs. You had the dust up at Fenway Park, and the story's incredible for May. It really is. And you know, the truth of the matter is, you got two real good ball clubs going after each other.
And Mookie Betts, and there was some doubt about it after he got drilled the other day by a throw. Mookie Betts will play. He will lead things off against Luis Severino tonight. We'll give you a look at that pitching matchup as we head to our first commercial break tonight. Drew Pomeranz, 3-2 lifetime against the Yankees. He's up against the Yankees ace. Severino 5-1 so far. Sox-Yankees, game one coming up. Toyota.com. By Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. by Telescope Casual Furniture. For your outdoor furniture needs, take a closer look at telescopecasual.com. And by your New England Ford dealers. Back in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Absolutely perfect night for a ball game. It's been a beautiful day here in the city. The weather in the first couple of games, in particular in the series, is going to be just great. Time now to find out what Garen Austin is working on tonight prior to game number 1. Garen?
Hi, Obi. Well, big news announcement today. The Red Sox and Yankees will play a 2-game series in London next summer. I went into the clubhouse and got reaction from the players. And I also talked to third base coach Carlos Fabulous about Mookie Betts. Also, there was another news announcement today. David Price will not start tomorrow. Alex Cora said that he was experiencing numbness in his hand and he went back to Boston for testing. Cora said that we will know more either after today's game or tomorrow. Rick Porcello will start tomorrow instead. Obi.
All right, Garrett, thank you very much. So everybody will move up in the rotation. Porcello will go tomorrow night at 7:05 against Masahiro Tanaka. Eduardo Rodriguez on Thursday against CC Sabathia, who was so very tough against the Red Sox last year. He went 4-0, and he's off to an excellent start. And I think that's one thing, Jerry, that goes overlooked a little bit outside of New York anyway about the Yankees. Their pitching has been really good. Yeah,
you're exactly right. That's a great point, Dave. You know, we talk about all the offense the Yankees have, the way they can hit home runs. They're second in the league in home runs in Toronto. But the fact is that their pitching, their starting pitching, and their bullpen has been excellent through this streak that they've been in, which has been an incredible streak. They've won in every different kind of way.
Let's listen in on Alex Cora right before the game, talking about the loss of David Price. Not sure for how long yet, but he has left the ball club.
Made a change. We're going with Porcello tomorrow, and we're going with Eduardo. His last bullpen, you know, David had the same symptoms that he had before, so we sent him home. He went to Boston today. He's actually getting tested as of now, so we'll have more on that tomorrow or after the game or tomorrow.
Our national anthem here from Yankee Stadium. Red Sox and the Yankees, first game of the 3-game series. Sox come in with the best record in baseball at 25-9 and a 1-game lead over New York. Red Sox took 2 out of 3 against the Yankees back in April. They scored 27 runs against the Yankee pitching staff in that series, 14 of those in a rout. And that was when Severino started. So it seems like at least once a year the Red Sox really get him. He's 5-1, a .211 earned run average. His only loss of the season was on April 10th at Fenway Park.
Yeah, he's coming off a great outing last time out against Houston. Went 9 innings in that game, a complete game, and had 10 strikeouts.
Give you a look at the Red Sox starting lineup here tonight against the right-hander. It'll be Mookie Betts leading things off in right field, hitting .355. That's number 1 in the majors. Andrew Benintendi in left field, followed by Hanley Ramirez at first base. J.D. Martinez, the designated hitter, batting .349. It'll be Xander Bogaerts at short. Rafael Devers at third base. Eduardo Nunez at second. Jackie Bradley in center field, trying to battle his way out of a slump. And Christian Vasquez doing the catching and batting ninth against Severino. He went only 5 innings in Boston, allowing 5 runs on 8 hits.
Let's take a look at the Yankee defense. They are 12th in the league. They've made 25 errors in 34 games. Andujar will be at third base. Gregorius, the shortstop. Torres at second and Austin at first. Left to right, Brett Gardner, Aaron Hicks, and Aaron Judge. And Gary Sanchez doing the catching for Severino.
Here are the umpires tonight. Gary Cederstrom behind the plate. Corey Blazer at first. Stu Sherwater at second. And Eric Cooper will make the calls at third base. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit compra2toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Can't beat the weather here for the early days of May. 66 degrees, clear skies, absolutely no threat of rain tonight.
This is great atmosphere, isn't it? I mean, it really is. This is like September. With these two teams battling for a pennant. It's great.
Fans still streaming into the ballpark. They are expecting a sellout tonight. And Spike is here tonight.
Spike's always here.
Among many other celebrities we expect to get a look at this evening. Mookie Betts being introduced. You heard the boos raining down on Mookie right away. That's a sign of respect. 355, 13 homers, 26 runs batted in. Pretty good numbers against Severino as well. He'll be followed by Benintendi and then Ramirez. A highly anticipated May series. We're set for the first pitch. It's a strike and we're underway.
Severino's got great stuff. He'll be up in the high 90s. He's got the breaking ball and a very good changeup.
High fly ball into right. That's well hit. Judge all the way back. So is Hicks to the wall. He's got it. Mookie has done that probably a half dozen times this season, where he's launched one to the warning track just a little bit short, and one man gone. And time for our twisted but true fact. Tonight, the first time Red Sox and Yankees are playing each other with the two best records in the majors since June 2nd of 2002. Twisted tea tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. So one man gone for Benintendi. Hitting .244, one home run. He's driven in 16. And appears to get a great look at Severino. 8 for 16 against him with 9 RBIs. And popped out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one hit 99 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's got a great arm, and you know, it's amazing the success the Red Sox have had against Severino. Now with 2 strikes, they go into the shift against Benintendi.
Now look back at 2 home runs that Benintendi had against Severino a year ago.
That was in the 3rd inning of a ball game here, just over the fence, and then back in the 5th inning again. Looked like a slider that time that he took out of the ballpark.
Nope.
That's the changeup right there at 90 miles an hour.
Bases empty, 1 down to 2-2. And popped up and playable. And O'Hara into left field. Gardner coming behind him. Third baseman will make the play. And so 2 down. In front of Hanley Ramirez.
You know, you kind of expect anything in this series, and I was looking at the bullpens, and I don't see anybody in the bullpens for either ball club. And it was weird after, you know, I'm saying, is something going to break out here in the 1st inning? Is people expecting that? Where's the bullpens? Where are they?
We saw them coming in.
Yeah.
Right before the national anthem. Highly unusual. Hanley batting .297, 3 home runs. Six for 21 against Severino. That's .286.
Fastball inside, followed by a slider away that Hanley would not chase. Shading him slightly to the opposite field in the outfield.
JD Martinez on deck. That was the top of the order that did the most damage against Severino at Fenway Park on April 10th. The combination of Betts, Benintendi, and Ramirez was 6 for 6 against him with 5 RBIs. Two and two.
Now the crowd will rise with 2 strikes. They always do here at Yankee Stadium, hoping for the strikeout. And believe me, as a hitter, you can feel that.
Ground ball toward the hole, but Torres with a bobble tries to recover and will not get him. So the 21-year-old fumbling one right away. The Red Sox have a base runner.
Yeah, that was certainly a makeable play out there for Torres. He just kind of let the ball play him. He didn't get down low on it. It went off the glove, and Hanley beats it out at first base. He was not running hard. Then when he saw the bobble, that's when he decided to run hard, and he beats it out.
So the Yankees with an error.
Yeah, their defense has not been very good.
We'll get the inning to JD Martinez. 349 with 8 homers, 27 runs batted in. And yet JD says, I still haven't locked in my swing yet. 2 down.
Nope.
And a home run and a double on Sunday in the victory at Texas. So he's an 8-game hitting streak. And a 1-0. And a little dribbler and a foul ball to make it 1-1 on Martinez.
You know what the Yankee fans do before the game start? They chant each one of the players' names that are in the lineup that particular night, and then they start on the opposition. And they are on the opposition right now. It's a tradition here.
Ramirez off the bag at first. 1-2. I think many who follow the Red Sox have been dying to see JD Martinez swing the bat here at Yankee Stadium.
That short right field porch. To their feet again with 2 strikes.
And he got him. Cut on and miss for strike 3. Red Sox will strand a runner at first base, and the Yankees are coming up against the Red Sox left-hander Drew Pomeranz. in left, Aaron Judge in right, Didi Gregorius the shortstop. Giancarlo Stanton is the designated hitter. Gary Sanchez the catcher. Aaron Hicks is in center field. Miguel Andujar at third. Tyler Austin at first base. And Gleyber Torres is at second base and the number 9 hitter. Against the Red Sox starter, presented by New England Audi Dealers, that'll be Drew Pomeranz, 1-1 with a 6.14 ERA. And earned his first win of the season last time out. 6 solid innings to beat Kansas City.
No. Guy like Gardner at the plate, you've always got to look for the possibility of a bunt. Hanley's in very tight over at first base, and Devers on the grass at third base.
I think one thing to look for with Pomeranz now moving forward, will he speed up his tempo a little bit? Something he did last year, Jerry, I thought to great success.
Yeah.
Really helped him win 17 games. It was not the case earlier this season. The 1-1 and a good breaking ball in for a strike.
That's his best pitch. The knuckle curve. Gets his first one over for a strike. First 2 pitches were fastballs. We'll keep a track of the velocity on fastballs tonight too. But there's the curveball that drops in for a strike.
And he gets him. He waved at a pitch up high and he struck him out.
Now let's look at the Red Sox defense. They're 4th in the American League, 16 errors in 34 games. Rafael Devers at third base, Xander Bogaerts the shortstop, Eduardo Nunez at second, Hanley at first. Left to right, Andrew Benintendi, Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts, and Christian Vasquez doing the catching.
Now that'll bring up Aaron Judge for the first time in this series. 295, 8 homers, driven in 21 so far. .52 home runs a season to go and running away with the Rookie of the Year.
Now you would think he'd be leading the team with home runs, but he's not. It's Gregorius with 10 that is leading the team. Sanchez has 9. Judge has 8.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be Judge or Stanton probably. Stanton is at 7. We all remember the ugly start that he got off to.
And the Yankees, as I mentioned, 2nd in the league in home runs to the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yankees 24-10. They've won 15 of their last 16. It's their best such run since 1980. Gregorius on deck.
Nope.
3-1. Judge 3 for 12 in his career against the southpaw. That's a strike.
Another good curveball there by Pomeranz, right at the bottom of the strike zone. When he's got the good one going, it's a 12-6. And that was 12-6 right there.
Confidence, huh? Throw that on 3-1. Now the payoff pitch to Judge. Fly ball, but here comes Jackie Bradley and here comes Mookie Betts, and Mookie will make the play. 2 up and 2 down. The Red Sox were delighted that the off day did Mookie Betts so much good. I know you saw him before the game, and after getting drilled on that shoulder and suffering that contusion, he needed about 24 hours.
Yeah, I just asked him, I said, how you doing? He said, I'm ready to go. So that was enough for me.
They'll send up Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, hitting .319, 10 homers, 30 runs batted in.
Nope.
It's actually number 2 in the American League in RBIs, behind Jed Lowry of the Oakland A's.
No.
Did he offer? He did not.
That last fastball at 90 miles an hour from Pomeranz. A little better start than his recent outings where he's been starting at 87, 88 with it.
Base is empty. No score first inning.
Another fastball.
90 again. And Stanton waiting on deck. Pomeranz trying to breeze in the first inning. He's gone to 3-1 on Gregorius. He was a .381 lifetime hitter against Pomeranz. Wonder if he'll throw that curve again on 3-1. Looper foul, no, went to the fastball.
A lot of fastballs in this at bat to Gregorius. Might try to drop it on him now. We'll see what the sign Vasquez puts down. I think he feels good about his fastball here in the first inning. Another fastball.
3-2. Fly ball right field. Mookie Betts started back, now in. And that'll be a nice start for Drew Pomeranz. He gets him 1-2-3. On the road this season have been awfully good. 14-5, averaging almost 5 runs a game. They've hit 28 home runs, but the pitching has carried the road record, 2.78 ERA. Scoreless after one. Xander Bogaerts to lead it off here for the Sox. Then it's Devers and Nunez. It's the 28-year-old right-hander, 24-year-old right-hander Severino, and in there for a strike.
98 with that fastball from Severino.
Xander hitting .333, slumped a little bit in recent games, and 2 for 15 against this right-hander. 0-2, and he put him away quickly. Strike 3, second K for Severino.
Now that's what he'll do with his slider. He'll expand that zone. You know, when he gets Bogaerts to swing at one at the outside corner, then throwing even more outside. See if he chases it. And that time he did.
Ralphie.
So he's a guy that gives Xander problems.
Devers next, hitting at .260 with half a dozen home runs.
Wow.
Yeah, he'll let you know back there. Gary Cederstrom. Raphael 0 for 6 against him.
Nope.
Devers belted a pair of home runs in the Texas series. One, two on the way. 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts. In fact, 3 in a row going back to the first inning.
See what Sanchez did right there? He put they wanted a slider, and so he put his backhand on the umpire to show him that we're coming inside. So be aware for the inside pitch. Pretty good example right there how a catcher's trying to tip off umpires on what's coming too. Take another look at it right here. He's looking at what they want to throw him in this situation on that quarterback's mask. He shakes a couple off.
Nope.
Nunez, the hitter, 229 with 3 homers. Severino's the kind of guy who can get on some pretty amazing rolls. And he will work very quickly when he's doing that. The 1-1. Popped it up, back out of play. You can watch every out-of-market regular season game live at home, in the office, or on the go at MLB.tv. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Two. Nunez 1 hit in 9 career at bats against Severino. To right field. That's going to find some space down there onto the grass. He's heading for second base, scooped up by Judge on the warning track. Nunez going the other way and drops in a double here with 2 down.
Now Nunez can do that. I mean, he can hit the ball the other way with the best of them, and he takes his high pitch, a high fastball this time, as you can see right there, and somehow gets his hands above the ball and puts it on a line down that right field line. So the Red Sox get a scoring man in position with 2 outs. That's a tough pitch to hit right there, a high fastball, and then hit it the other way.
It's up, first hit of the ball game. Sox have that. 2 bases for Nunez, and an opportunity for Jackie Bradley, who checks in at just 178. Jackie's in a 3 for 33 skid. Perhaps the Yankees will bring him out of it, though, because he's hit safely in 10 straight games against New York. Crowd continues to file in. 0-2.
It's a good slider. When you can keep that slider down and off the plate to a left-handed hitter from a right-handed pitcher, it becomes awfully tough to see. You see it to a certain point and then it disappears.
Got a piece of it to hang in there.
Just barely getting a piece of that. Another slider that time down and in. Throwing 11 sliders in this game so far. 8 of them have been for strikes. Plus a couple have been chased that have not been strikes, but they go as strikes.
Nunez with the lead at second. He put him away. 99. High on the ladder. He struck out 3 in the inning. Is Red Sox-Yankees the best rivalry in sports, in your opinion? Text 1 for yes, 2 for no. Text your answer to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply. 1 message per vote. Giancarlo Stanton to lead things off here in a scoreless second inning. Only hitting .227 with 7 home runs.
Mentioned this when they were back in Boston. We see most hitters today use a wide open stance and then close up. Just the opposite for Stanton. He's got an incredibly closed stance. There must have been a point in his career where he was bailing out of something and he got that front foot back in.
You know, the Red Sox first saw him in April. His ears were ringing from the boos showering down on him here at Yankee Stadium after he went on a homestand 3 for 28 with 16 strikeouts. He's been a little better since, but still striking out a ton. He's punched out 53 times, so he is on pace to set the record. Sanchez on deck, and then Hicks. Foul back.
So they talk, today about launch angle swings, and they're slightly uppercut swings. Now Stanton, who's a guy that hit a ton of home runs a year ago, does not have that kind of swing. He's not a launch angle guy.
59 last season for the Marlins. And the breaking ball downstairs makes it 3-2. Aaron Boone, the rookie manager. 2 rookie skippers. Here's the 3-2. Rocketed. That one down the line, and it is gone. That goes right to your point a moment ago.
Yep.
A line drive shot to make it 1-0 New York. His 8th of the season.
That was an absolute bullet out of here on a line. And, when I talk about not being launch angle, he goes right down to the ball. His hands are even with the ball, level with the ball, and hits that line drive. He doesn't have that launch type swing. And yet he's able to hit all the home runs. Line drive home run that time.
So the Yankees jump out in front 1-0. That'll send up Sanchez, who's hit 9 of them. That was out of here in a hurry. 372 feet. The exit velocity 111 miles an hour.
That's pretty good.
No.
Sanchez, he's another guy that hits Pomeranz very well. 7 for 18 with 3 career home runs against him.
And a 3-0 to Sanchez. He will not make it as he steps off the rubber.
He may have the green light here too. 3 balls, no strikes. He didn't get a pitch he wanted. Looking middle in, that ball is right down the middle. He's looking for something he can pull out of the ballpark.
He typically does. 389 against the Sox left-hander. And he does walk him. Red Sox Nation members can earn loyalty points every time they attend a game at Fenway and by watching every away game on NESN. And they can use these points to redeem items like autographs, memorabilia, and more. Visit RedSoxNation.com to sign up today. Aaron Hicks will be next, the switch hitter, 225 with a couple of home runs.
Now.
Red Sox pretty much in a straightaway defense against Hicks in the infield and the outfield.
Nobody out, a run in on a blast by Stanton.
Pomeranz calling out somebody from the dugout. He may be hurt. Stepped off the back of the rubber and now is waiting for the trainer.
Yep. Brad Pearson coming out. Crowd doesn't like it, but of course Pomeranz has only made a couple of starts since coming off the disabled list with a forearm injury, but this might be something different. And biting on that nail.
Bring out the Clippers. Oh yeah. I think he maybe lost a fingernail.
Almost looked like he just said to Brad Pearson, it's happened before. Trying to be an amateur lip reader here, but he's doing the work himself, it looks like. He just passed on Sanchez. He put him on after the rocket of a home run by Stanton.
Shaking his head, no, I don't. Whatever he's doing is not working.
Pomeranz has gone to 2-0 on Hicks. Yep, we'll see if he can continue. It's on the same day where David Price has been sent back to Boston for further examination on that hand he's feeling numbness in, and will not make his start here in New York. Alex going to walk away with Brad, and Pomeranz will continue.
Now he threw 2 pitches, a fastball and a curveball, and he said he's okay, so we'll see.
Well, the guys are back in the bullpen. And a count 2-0 on Hicks. And a runner at first base. 1-0 New York.
Here we go.
So we'll see if he's all right. Here comes the 2-0. 3-0.
I don't think this is going to last very long.
Doesn't feel like it.
Nope.
If he walks him, that'll be back-to-back walks after the blast. And a 3-0 to Hicks. Miguel Andujar, the third baseman, on deck. And a 3-1 to Hicks.
Nope.
He takes ball 4, so that'll put runners at first and second, and nobody out. Well, no call to the bullpen yet. So Andujar hitting .274 with 3 home runs, 23 years old. One of the Yankees' top 5 prospects coming into the season. Sanchez on at second, Hicks on at first.
So Vasquez that time go to the upper part of his body to give a sequence of signs and then give another sequence to Pomeranz.
Andujar does have a little bit of power, and he slices that one foul out of play. During this stretch where the Yankees have won 15 out of 16, they have outscored opponents 98-37. And more than half of those runs have come in the 7th inning or later. Been winning a lot of games dramatically.
Vasquez doing it again. So what he's probably doing, number one, is alerting him what sign we're using when I start putting the signs down.
0-2 is up high. Again working on that nail. Sanchez at second, Hicks on at first. And the lefty with a 1-2. Cut on and missed. He got him. On the breaking ball, he put him away, his second K.
Yeah, good clear ball that time from Pomeranz. He snaps it off. Starts it above belt high and finishes down near the ankle.
So now comes Tyler Austin, playing first base tonight. He was in the middle of the brawl on April 11 at Fenway, of course, when he charged the mound after being hit by a Joe Kelly pitch. He and Kelly both serving their suspensions. That's over and done with. And Pomeranz trying to dial up a double play grounder. Foul back, strike one. Austin did have his original suspension reduced by 1 game. I think it irked Joe Kelly a little bit that his was not reduced at all. 2 on, 1 out. And the 0-1.
Now Austin got hit by the pitch up around the rib area, slammed the bat down and charged the mound. And, you know, that because of that, that kind of surprised me. He did get a game cut off. Generally, when you charge the mound like that, it's upheld.
Pomeranz with a 1-1 pitch. Didn't miss by much. 2-1.
His mind's on two things right now, pitching and that finger. After every pitch, he takes a look at the finger.
One man away, the 2-1 home. He's evened up the count here on Austin. Gleyber Torres, who's been impressive, the rookie, on deck. The Yankees are 14-1 since he showed up. Pomeranz really slowing down the tempo here with 2 men on. And a 2-2. He fills up the count. He's up to 42 pitches. Again, Austin with some pop. He's hit 5 homers. 3-2. Breaking ball and got a piece of it.
Pomeranz has the confidence that he can throw that curveball for a strike anytime he wants, and he throws it there on the 3-2 count, trying to induce a ground ball double play to get out of this inning.
(17-6) last season, a 3.32 ERA. He was among baseball's most consistent starting pitchers. Payoff to Austin. He struck him out. Back-to-back Ks after back-to-back walks.
That's a cut fastball at 87 miles an hour. I think that's the first cutter he has featured in tonight's game. See the little movement right at the end, cutting back inside on the inside corner. That surprised Austin. Hadn't seen one.
Here's Torres now, the 21-year-old second baseman. He hit a 3-run walk-off home run Sunday to beat the Cleveland Indians. He became the youngest Yankee to hit a walk-off home run. Two down and 2 aboard.
This happened on Sunday. Torres going back to the wall, and the Yankees celebrate.
Right-hand hitter from Venezuela, acquired in 2016 from the Cubs in the Aroldis Chapman to Chicago trade. 1 ball, 1 strike. He has played very well for the Yankees since they called him up. Pomeranz with a 1-1. That runs in.
He's tried more cutters the last 2 hitters, at least 3.
And ripping a home run to make it 1-0 New York. After that, walk, strikeout, strikeout. A high pop up. Xander Bogaerts into short left, and he's got it. Good work by Pomeranz after the nail issue. 1 run in. Batting glove of Major League Baseball and the Red Sox. Kenyon Grill's the official grill of the Red Sox. Exciting games, tasty dining, great live shows. Enjoy it all at Plain Ridge Park Casino. And by Old Dominion, the official freight carrier of Major League Baseball and the Boston Red Sox. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien, Garen Austin with you here from Yankee Stadium. Red Sox down 1-0. Giancarlo Stanton with a home run to get out of here in about 2 seconds.
Give Pomeranz some credit last inning for getting out of that mess. Back-to-back walks and back-to-back strikeouts and a pop-up. Could have been a big inning for the Yankees.
So Vasquez to lead it off here against Severino. Batting 193. He'll be followed by Mookie Betts for the second time, and then Benintendi. Red Sox have been hitting a lot of home runs in recent games. In fact, since April 7th, the Red Sox lead the majors in home runs. Hit 42 of them. They're 6th in the majors overall in home runs, but they've homered in 7 straight games. Vasquez 1 for 4 against this right-hander in his career. Two on the way. And Pomeranz, after the back-to-back walks, and for a while in between there, it looked like he was not going to be able to continue. He came back very strong. He fanned Andujar and Austin, and he popped up Torres to end it.
Good foul ball there by Vasquez. He got the changeup, and it was just down and out of the strike zone, but he was off balance, but he was still able to make contact to foul it off. They wanted that changeup away. That's where they got it. A little bit low, but Vasquez stays alive.
Lined into right, hugging the line. It drops down, and it's fair into the corner. Judge will scoop. He's firing. There goes Vasquez for second. Here's the tag. He's out. Judge gunning him down from the corner. And Vasquez retired at second.
Now, you know, we've talked about it a lot. Judge is a pretty darn good outfielder. You know, you think about him because of his power and all that, but he can play some right field. I mean, if I'd have been Vasquez, I'd have been going 2 on this. This runs all the way down in the right field corner. Now, Vasquez is not fast, but you still think, you know, he'd have a chance to beat it out. No rush by Judge. That ball bounced to him perfectly off the wall. He played it like a shortstop, and then he comes in and makes the throw to second base to head for a slide. Tag right on him. Good call.
Yep. Severino loving the effort from his right fielder. 1 strike on Mookie. He's 0 for 1, a fly to center. So a base hit for Vasquez, but then out at second, 9-6 for out number 1. And Mookie commits and strikes out, so there's out number 2, and there's 5 Ks already for Severino.
Yeah, and all 5, well, I should say 4 of the 5 have come on the slider. You got Martinez on a slider, Bogart's on a slider, Devers on a slider, Bradley on a fastball, and now Betts on a slider. That's a tough pitch. You know, it looks like it's going to be over the plate. Big break on it. Ends up about 3 inches outside part of the plate.
Benintendi 0 for 1. He's popped up to third. Now, last year in the Bronx, Benintendi hit 5 home runs in this ballpark. He broke a 112-year single season record for most home runs by a rookie on the road against the Yankees. 314 down the right field line.
Very generous call right there by Cedarstrom. That's been a couple of them that have been outside that have been called strikes.
Down low, and he goes down hacking for strike 3. Number 6 for Severino.
MLB made the announcement that the Red Sox and Yankees will play a 2-game series in London next summer. They will play at London Stadium, which was originally constructed for the 2012 Olympics. Here's what the players had to say.
Fun because you get to play in London and it's something different, but it's a lot of travel.
You know, it'll be exciting just to go over there and you know, play, you know, in a, I guess, a neutral environment, see how many Red Sox and Yankees fans there are overseas. But you know, it's kind of a cool thing that MLB's doing.
It's going to be exciting to get over there and be able to see London for the first time and kind of get that experience, be in front of those fans.
A little bit of a ways off, so hadn't really thought about it a whole lot, but it would be something different. It'd be exciting to get over there and kind of share the wealth of Major League Baseball, I guess. So.
Jerry, I asked Alex Cora about it, and he said he's a big fan of international baseball, anything to expand the game. He said his whole family is going to go. They're going to have a blast, and for the players, it will be something new.
Be new for all of us, I think. Thanks, Garen. That'll be in there for a strike on Brett Gardner.
I think it's a great idea. I really do. And, you know, you get the Red Sox Yankees over in London. First time they play baseball over there. I mean, that's going to be pretty special.
Imagine there's a day off, at least one before that quick 2-game series, and then one after. Cut it and a miss, and down goes Gardner as he strikes out. John Henry, Red Sox principal owner, his remarks on going to London.
I'm delighted that Major League Baseball has given us the opportunity to introduce the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox with some of the most exciting players in baseball today and the greatest of rivalries to those that may be unfamiliar with our game, but understand in the depths of their souls the tribal connections that are forged between the town and the club. All of us here today look forward to hearing the famous cry, "Play ball," in London Stadium next summer.
Aaron Judge 0 for 1. He is flied out to right. And the count quickly 0-2. Yankees on top here 1-0 on a Stanton home run. My understanding is the players will be paid $60,000 apiece. As that one's fouled back for the trip.
I hope we get to go. I don't have a good feeling about that, but it'd be nice if we had a chance to do the games.
It'd be a blast. You and I would have to do some Beatles-related activities while we're in England.
Abbey Road.
And on down to Abbey Road. And the 0-2 from Pomeranz. Cracked along third, but foul. Gregorius on deck. Yankees trying to draw even with the Red Sox tonight. New York just went 6-1 over a road trip to Anaheim and Houston, followed by a home sweep of the Indians. So they played some great baseball against some excellent teams. Swung on and missed. That disappeared on him. That is strike 3.
Great location there by Pomeranz. You know, he went away to the outside part of the plate to stay away from the power of Judge. See Vasquez set up out there, and he hits his spot perfectly. If he takes that pitch, it's going to be called a strike.
That's 5 strikeouts for the lefty. Gregorius now 0 for 1. He has flied out to right. Off to an excellent start.
Nope.
And for my money, this guy was their best player last year on an everyday basis.
And probably been their best player this year. Up to this point.
Named the American League Player of the Month. First time he's won that honor. 10 homers, 30 RBIs in April. Became the first Yankee shortstop to homer in 4 consecutive games.
Thank you.
Very polite umpire. Did you hear him say thank you to the ball boy?
He did.
Brought out some baseballs for him and said thank you. Very nice.
Love this microphone. And I love it now anyway. Depending on exactly what it picks up. When it gets really heated. Then the FCC might be calling.
That's why I need somebody smart in the truck to be able to adjust that when needed.
Oh yeah, very quickly. The old dump button. 2-2 on Gregorius. With 2 down.
Ball. Oh, good pitch. Thought he had the same pitch as the previous one. Very close. But this one not going Pomeranz's way. Went right down to the same area.
(3-2). Stanton waiting on deck. All 6'6", 245 pounds of him. And yet Aaron Judge can post him up. (3-2) again. High fly right field, driven back, and Betts is there looking at the wall, but he's there to make the catch. And Gregorius missed one there. 1-2-3 they go. Recovery 5K at Franklin Park on Sunday, May 20. It's a tribute to those who are battling or have lost their lives to addiction. There's still time to register. Visit BostonBulldogsRunning.org for more information. Pomeranz, ever since he had the issue with the nail, has really buckled down. He has 5 strikeouts, 1-0 New York. As we bring in the top half of the 4th inning, and Hanley Ramirez to lead it off. Reached on an error by Torres, the second baseman, first time up. Sox have 2 hits against Severino, but nothing across the plate yet.
2 opposite field hits, a double by Nunez and the one by Vasquez where he was thrown out at second base.
Comebacker. Severino spearing that, and he gets him for the first out. Time now for our social stretch with Casey. What do you have for us tonight, Casey?
Guys, so our friend Rob Radford from the Globe, I'm not sure if you saw this or not, but one Mookie Betts happens to be related to Duchess-to-be Meghan Markle. So this dates back about 150 years, a small town in Mississippi. Meghan Markle's grandfather, last name Betts, and Mookie Betts' grandfather, I should say there are a few greats in there, but their grandfathers were neighbors. So there's no telling if they're actually related, but hey, if there were like 20 people with the last name Betts, I'm okay with that. And he should probably expect an invitation.
Oh, no question about that. He's going. But he did say it would be cool to meet her when the Red Sox go to London. And they said, I wonder if she's a baseball fan.
Well, they will be. They will be for those 2 games. I can tell you that.
Right. JD Martinez struck out in the first. Number 3 batting average in the American League, coming in at .349.
They play cricket over there, don't they?
Play that?
Yeah,
yep.
That's a little bit like baseball.
And a whole lot of footy. A lot of soccer. Ripped to right field. That's on a line. Judge backing up. That's going to be off the wall. It caroms past him. Martinez heading into second. The throw trickles in. He's got a slide in double. And that was a shot by JD for 2 bases.
Yeah, every time he goes that way in this stadium, you think possible home run. And he gets a slider that time that actually stayed over the plate for Severino this time. And he rifles that ball quickly over the head of Aaron Judge out there. And he can't get to it. Plays it off the top of the wall. It gets by him. And into second base goes Martinez in scoring position. Taking a shot at right field.
Second double for the Sox tonight. 9-game hitting streak for JD Martinez. And sends up Xander Bogaerts. He whiffed in the second inning, 0 for 1.
That's the pitch he's got to stay off. That's going to feed him that all night long. And especially when they get ahead of him.
And a 1-0 high fly ball left field. Gardner backing up though, still backpedaling onto the track. He's got it. Martinez having a hang at second base, so 2 down. Devers will be next. I think we saw Pete Abraham up there tweeting out the information about Mookie Betts and Meghan Markle. So our thanks to Pete and the Boston Globe for that story. Mookie 0 for 2 tonight. Devers looking for his first career hit against Severino. Bounding ball snatched up by Andujar, spins, throws, and gets him. Made a fine play, and the Red Sox threatened but failed to score. championship game number 35. Sox would lose to the Twins 5-3. Good effort from John Lackey, 7 strong, but he took the loss. And here it is 1-0 Yankees, bottom of the 4th inning. Stanton has already rifled a home run down the left field line. It got out of here very quickly. His 8th of the year. And that's all the scoring. And right after that, Pomeranz had issues with a nail on the pitching hand, and he walked Sanchez and Hicks, and it looked like he was on the verge of coming out of the ball game. Then he struck out 2 men and has struck out 2 more since.
There's a Stanton home run right there on a fastball up above the belt. He gets on top of it and lines it out of the ballpark.
2-1 hammer to right field, high and deep. That one's sailing back, and that one is gone. Giancarlo Stanton strikes again for the 2nd time tonight. He goes to left, he goes to right. Give him 9 home runs on the season.
That ball up and away from Stanton, and again he gets his hands on top of the baseball and takes it out to the opposite field this time. Twice we've seen it tonight. Pull one, opposite field with one.
And bring up Sanchez, took ball 4 in the 2nd inning.
Everybody has their little things when they hit home runs, and if he goes around third, it's like he's receiving the football from a quarterback and takes it into the house.
365 feet on the home run. Didn't even look like he hit it that good. Punch to Nunez. Plenty of time to get him. And Sanchez retired. He is 0 for 1. I guess when you're that big and strong, you don't have to hit it that good. In this ballpark in particular, it's going to carry to right field. And he is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. Aaron Hicks next. He took ball 4 in the 2nd. 2-0 New York. Hicks a switch hitter. He missed the first 11 games of the season on the DL with a side muscle strain, but he has pretty good power himself. And a left-hander with a 2-0 pitch to Hicks. To center field, but it hangs up. Jackie Bradley coming in. So 2 men down. Well, a lot of dangerous spots in that Yankee lineup. Everybody knows that.
Well, you know, Stan got off to a very tough start for the Yankees, and everybody knew that. Everybody in baseball knew that he was going to get it turned around. And tonight he's got the 2 home runs, pulling one, going to the opposite field with one. And you know, he's so different than the modern home run hitter. He has that slight uppercut, you know, swing. He's not like that. He's just downright on the baseball and takes it out of the park.
Hammered foul by Andujar. He struck out first time. He is 0 for 1. It's a very underrated play that he made on a bouncer with a lot of spin on it by Devers, with a runner in scoring position moments ago.
You're exactly right. That's a great point, because that ball was almost by him at third base, and it would have been a run for the Red Sox. And
an RBI for Devers, but Not to be. Here's the 1-1. Huge crowd here in the Bronx for this highly anticipated May series. You don't have this kind of buzz for a series in May very often. They were showing up in the upper decks a couple of hours before the game. Three and one on Andujar. And now full count.
I always loved leaving Yankee Stadium, the old stadium, as a winner. You know, winning that ball game and quieting down the New York fans. And you know what? I like it also as a broadcaster. When you walk out of the ballpark after a Red Sox win, and of course they recognize, they know everybody.
Sure.
And it's a good feeling.
Three-two to short. Bogarts across the diamond. Dropped there by Hanley Ramirez, so the run safe at first.
I think that's gonna go as a base hit right there. Andujar was gonna beat that, I believe, anyway. The throw kind of tailed down, and Hanley had to stretch for it. Now there's the breaking ball, hits on top of it. Bogarts goes to the backhand like that, and watch the ball sail a little bit back in toward the runner.
It's going to be a base hit. I think the throw got there before he did.
Yeah. Now, is that challengeable right there? I mean, is that one that should be challenged? Did Hanley have his foot on the? If he had his foot on the bag, he's out.
But he dropped the ball.
Oh, that's right. He did drop the ball. Yeah. Forgot about that. Just a minor thing, minor detail.
So it'll be a base hit for Andujar, and the batter will be Austin. Almost got hit. So each side now 3 hits. Problem is for the Sox, 2 of those for the Yankees have left the ballpark. Courtesy of that man. So the 1-0 from Drew Pomeranz popped him up into center. Here comes Jackie Bradley with the charge. Plenty of time to put that away, but another home run makes it 2-0 New York. Get your Celtics Game 5 playoff tickets now at aceticket.com. Celtics hosting the Sixers tomorrow night at 8 p.m. at the Garden. Jerry would be watching if he could. Dick Ebersol, one of the great minds in television and a great baseball fan, Red Sox fan in particular. Taking in the game with the many celebrities here. Nunez leading things off in the 5th inning, 2-0 New York. He doubled in the 2nd inning. Red Sox have had a couple of doubles, but have not been able to bring in that run yet. Eduardo hit a game-winning home run here last September 1st. That's a strike.
He didn't like either one of them. I mean, the first one was a strike. That one appeared to be a little bit inside. There's that nasty slider again, and Nunez able to stay off it.
Jackie Bradley next, and then Christian Vasquez. They'll be getting their second look at Luis Severino.
Wow. How did he foul that off?
Look at the smile.
Yeah, I mean, even he's saying, how did I do that? Breaking ball, it stays in his hands, and somehow he's able to hit this ball the other way. Talk about an ugly swing.
And still alive. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a miss, but that goes behind everybody. Taking off for first. He's going to reach despite the strikeout. So the Red Sox catch a break. Nunez fans, but he's safe at first.
That's that slider again doing the damage, but Sanchez can't stop it. Goes right under his glove. Can't block it. And Nunez off the first base. He'll make it with no problem. So there's a break for the Red Sox.
Strikeout and a wild pitch. 7 Ks for Severino, but no out there. Jackie did strike out his first time up. Nunez putting on his sliding glove. The oven mitt.
Nope.
2-0 Yankees here in the 5th. Now Brock Holt is back. He'd been on the 10-day DL with a hamstring strain and played a game with the Paw Sox. Now he's back, activated today. Got a 9-game hitting streak and available tonight.
A change up that time, and not a real good one. It was up in the strike zone, and one that was very hittable for Jackie Bradley, but no contact. Now, generally, you see those changeups down in the zone. That one just stayed middle of the plate.
Boy, as you often say, not every mistake gets hit out of the ballpark.
Exactly right. Right back with a 98. About let a high.
These are very tough times for Jackie Bradley, trying to bust out against a very gifted pitcher. Here's the 1-2.
Wants to go up and away.
And he struck him out. 99 miles an hour to strike him out for the second time.
Just rearing back and giving him his best fastball that he has. 2 pitches almost in an identical spot, a changeup, then the fastball.
Almost 98 miles an hour on average last year to lead the big leagues. Here's Vasquez, now base hit for him first time up, but he's thrown out trying to make it a double. 8 strikeouts for Severino. Sox do have a base runner with 1 out. Stay tuned for the 3rd out for the mid-5th studio show with Mark and Casey.
Don't miss a game, especially when the Red Sox are on the road. Import the NESN Red Sox schedule on any device at NESN.com/schedule. It's presented by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Red Sox and Major League Baseball.
Oh, 2 on Vasquez. Mookie Betts on deck. Nunez will dive back in.
Watch Sanchez when he gives a sign, how he tucks his right leg away from that runner at first base, trying to protect the sign. He doesn't want that base runner peeking in.
Didn't miss by much at 98.
No, but it was a good call. It did miss.
1-2.
Goes with the fastball, trying to go away from Vasquez and just barely missed the outside corner.
Nunez off the bag, not running.
See Vasquez upset with himself there because he got a breaking ball that was not one that was down and away. It was out over the plate, and one that he felt he should have hit. See the frustration after the swing.
Swing and a miss, and Vasquez strikes out on the slider.
Yeah, then you get the good one. You know, he made one mistake. Vasquez couldn't get it. He knew it. He comes right back with the slider down and away, and back to the dugout goes Vasquez. That pitch has been absolutely nasty 99% of the time tonight.
9 Ks. He has 3 of them in this inning. He's going to have to get 4 outs because of the wild pitch. He has struck out Mookie Betts and got Mookie to fly to center. Mookie coming in leading the American League in batting average, home runs, runs scored, total bases, slugging percentage, extra base hits. And a new one we found out today, he has barreled up more balls than anybody in the major league so far this season. 22 of them. Severino did not get the call on that last one. He looked disgusted.
Back to the slider. And another good one to hit right down the middle of the plate.
Mookie flares that one into left center field. That's down for a base hit. Nunez ahead to second and stopping there. So Mookie Betts 1 for 3. That puts him on at first and second for Benintendi.
Now Red Sox have 2 hits on the slider tonight. It was Martinez with his slider that he hit off the wall in the 4th inning, and now Betts gets the slider for the base hit into left field. Starts it over the middle of the plate, ends up on the outside corner. It's a little bit toward the end of the bat, but able to drop in for the base hit. So Benintendi has a chance with a couple of men on.
Tonight he's popped up and struck out. 2 on, 2 out, 2-0 New York.
Oh man,
that's a very generous call.
Yeah, that outside corner tonight against left-handers has been very, very wide. That was a changeup. This ball, to me, is not close to being a strike. Pitchers love it.
1 now, 0-2. He is 8 for 18 against Severino. Here comes the crowd again.
Yep, the 2-strike crowd. Used to drive me nuts when I'd be facing Guidry at the old Yankee Stadium, and I'd quickly be down 0-2, and they'd be all up. My legs were shaking.
Inside. Ramirez on deck. Stanton has hit 2 home runs tonight, 1 to left, 1 to right. That's the scoring. Two. Go back to that game on August 12th last year at Yankee Stadium. Benintendi hit a pair of 3-run homers against Severino. He's got 2 men on. And the count fills up. That hit 100 miles an hour.
I'd almost be afraid to take one that's away like that, just by a few inches, the way he's been calling them. Crowd doesn't like it, but this is way off the strike zone. Sanchez is set up in a right-handed batter's box.
Runners go, and there's a floater to left center field coming on Hicks. Can't make the play. He boxes it a bit. 1 run is in. Mookie Betts down to third. Benintendi to second. He's safe. Betts holding at third base, and a run in. Benintendi strikes again against Severino. All the way down to second. The Sox are in business. Second and third, and they're on the scoreboard.
Good hitting, good base running by Benintendi. He gets the changeup that time, and it stays inside. It was not supposed to be inside. It was supposed to be down and away. It drops in front of Hicks. A little bobble right there. The run was going to score anyway, as you can see right there. And then when the bobble came and the throw came back in, that's when Benintendi went to second base. Good base running. There's Nunez off on contact with 2 outs. No problem scoring. Back to third. Benintendi in the second.
So it's a single and an RBI, and he takes second on the throw. And Mookie Betts wisely hanging at third base.
He was ready, though. When he saw that catcher go to throw to second base, he was ready to go if there was any kind of bobble or bad throw.
As we saw in Texas, the slightest hesitation will cost you with Mookie Betts on.
Yep. There's Mookie coming around third base. We'll see it in a minute. Or maybe even less than a minute. Maybe we won't see it at all if Hanley goes deep.
Hanley is 0 for 2. And he takes ball 1.
Mookie going around third base. Now watch him. He sees the throw going back in to second base, and now he's ready to go just in case.
There's not another base runner in the majors who's more fun to watch than Mookie Betts. Here's the 1-0. Tried that slide piece again, but off the plate, count 2-0. Hanley is hitting .438 with runners in scoring position.
And decent numbers against Severino. 286 coming into the game.
Nunez came home. Remember how he reached? He struck out, but reached on the wild pitch. Now back-to-back hits. Here's the 2-0. Knocked down by Sanchez. Mookie darting back to third base. He was ready to score on that one too.
Well, you know, that's how you run the bases. I mean, you take an aggressive lead down to third base in case that ball gets by the catcher or somewhere to his right or left. Betts realizing right there it didn't go very far, so he'll just go back to third base in fair territory.
3-0 on Hanley. Martinez on deck. JD already with a double tonight. Green light, and he chops a foul.
Green light, and I think he threw him a changeup, expecting the green light for Ramirez.
I think that's the reason you saw a little grin there from Hanley.
Yep, looking out at the pitch and grinning. You got me. There's the grip on the changeup, about 3-0. You almost never see that.
A good count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Betts at third. Benintendi at second. Fouled off the catcher.
Another changeup. So he goes 3-0, and he goes back-to-back changeups.
Well, you always, as a hitter, have to have that slider in the back of your head, don't you?
Certainly do. Haven't seen it, has he, in this at bat?
Not in this at bat. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, over the bag. Torres slings it on to get him. And the Red Sox will strand 2, but they're on the board now, 2-1 New York. Now it's time to turn it over to Mark and Casey for the mid-5th studio show. Photo. You guys get to pick who gets to go barefoot, okay? Look. Yeah. All right, whatever you want. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Casey. Appreciate it very much, guys. And here it is, 2-1. As we take it to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Benintendi with the base hit. He does get a good look at Severino. Pomeranz pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. The one problem he has had tonight is Stanton. Home run in the 2nd, home run in the 4th. Both solo shots. So we're at the midway point of game 1. Torres to lead it off. He's 0 for 1, a pop to short. Gardner and Judge after him. Sox have been brutally tough against the American League East. 14-5 coming into play tonight. 7-3 against Tampa Bay, 3-0 against Baltimore, 2-1 against Toronto, 2-1 against these Yankees. Line drive to base hit into left field. So Torres is on to lead off the 5th for New York. Let's get out to Garrett.
Thanks, Obi. Well, third base coach Carlos Fables was Mookie Betts' manager in 2013 at Greenville, and he said we all knew that he was a good hitter and he could impact the game in many ways, but we're a little bit surprised about the power. He said when you have the kind of talent that he has and you work as hard as he does, the sky's the limit. But he said I still don't know where that power comes from because he's only 170 pounds. But he said he's got a great approach and quick hands. And guys, he said even though I managed him in the minors, to see what he's doing at this level every day, it's impressive.
Boy, is it ever. For my money, this season he's been the best player in the major leagues. Not just the American League. The numbers bear that out. Gardner flirting with a bunt. He does have 3 sacrifices this season. Good numbers against Pomeranz. 346 with a home run.
Yeah, the Yankees do sacrifice a little bit more than the Red Sox do, and lefty against lefty. That's what they were thinking about right there with Gardner. Let's see if they stay with it.
No bunt here. Up the middle. Skips right there to Bogarts. Taps the bag for one. On to first for the double play.
Isn't that a beautiful thing?
So they eschew the bunt and they get doubled up.
Yeah, and it goes right by Pomeranz. So, you know, this ball hit very hard, but look where Bogarts is playing. A nice little bounce off the top of the mound right to about his letters. Just go over, tag second base, and relay to first. You got an easy double play. And because he hit it so hard, it wasn't even close at first base. Pomeranz likes that.
Base is empty for Judge, who has flied out and struck out. Activity in the bullpen now for the Sox. Heath Hembry, the right-hander. Pitch count at 87. Off speed with that knuckle curveball at 77. He can throw that at several different velocities when he really has it working. Last year, Pomeranz setting career highs in wins, starts, innings pitched. Red Sox went 22-10 in his starts. But Alex Cora has a man warming in the pen. Two-1 Yankees, 5th inning. Two. Long set now, the 2-2. And he's run it full on Judge.
It's been a steady diet of curveballs to Judge in this at bat.
Judge leading all major league hitters in average exit velocity, 94.9 miles per hour. On balls put in play, the 3-2 popped him up and down the line. That'll go foul out of play. I think you know Boston sports. Prove it. You can subscribe to NESN.com's daily email newsletter, The Lead. Stay ahead of the latest news and a lot more. Visit NESN.com/fan experience to learn more. And a payoff pitch. Check swing. Did he offer? Yeah, he did. That's strike 3. And that retires the side. Number 6 for Pomeranz. by New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado.
Strikeout to Nunez. The ball gets by the catcher. He makes it to first base. Benintendi eventually with a changeup gets a base hit to the opposite field, or center field, I should say. And Nunez comes around with the run. That's the only one of the night for the Red Sox. 2-1 ball game.
So on to the 6th inning. JD Martinez to lead things off. He's ripped a double off the right field fence. He's also struck out, so 1 for 2. He's run his hitting streak to 9 in a row. And a very nice series in Texas before coming here. 7 for 16, 2 home runs. Another one off the outside, and Martinez not thrilled with it.
Yeah, very wide corners tonight. Facetas from behind the plate. You get that pitch, I mean, you're going to have a pretty good night as a pitcher.
And he struck him out swinging, and Martinez is not happy as he goes down on strikes and becomes number 10 tonight for Severino.
He's seen sliders in every at bat. He struck out on a slider. He's got a double on a slider, and now he strikes out again on a slider.
Severino tying a season high in Ks. And bring up Xander Bogaerts. Struck out and flied out his first 2 times up. Xander has been crushing the American League East so far in 2018, hitting .457, but none of that against the Yankees. Most of it, in fact, against Tampa Bay. He was hurt with that ankle injury when the Yankees visited in April. A crack in the ankle that he has recovered pretty dramatically from. Nope. Two to 1 Yankees in the 6th inning. That skips away. 2-1. Devers on deck. Sox ahead and hits 5-4. Nope. 3-1. He has not walked anyone tonight. Three and 2 now.
No fastball there on the 3-1 count. He got the changeup. Tough to guess with Severino. Thinking fastball on 3-1 now. He gives you the changeup and he's out in front of it. Back to the fastball.
Fouled. He just got a piece of it. Well, it was 99 miles an hour. He's hit 100. Severino wowed everybody when he first came up to the big leagues in 2015. Going 97, 98. Put up a 2.89 ERA his first year. And he pops him up on the infield. Torres, second baseman, and a short right. 2 up, 2 down.
Stay on top of the latest Red Sox news with NESN's free Red Sox text alerts. From breaking news to in-game alerts, NESN will make sure you're in the know. To sign up, just text Red Sox to 536 536. Message and data rates may apply.
Well, 2 away for Devers. He has Cade, and he's also grounded to third. Mentioned last year he hit safely in all 10 games that he played in against New York. 306 with 3 home runs. In fact, he homered in 3 consecutive games against the Yankees. Ball. And that highly dramatic Sunday night baseball home run against Chapman in the 9th inning.
Let's see if they go upstairs now at the count 1-2 with the fastball. That's generally how most teams attack Devers. But Severino's got a lot of weapons. Slider.
Struck him out, and that's number 11. 11 Ks in the book for Severino. Celebrate Mother's Day at Fenway on Monday, May 13 with a walk in the park presented by Bank of America. It's a free event giving fans the opportunity to walk around the warning track, sit inside the dugout, and more. Visit RedSox.com for more information. Yankees up 2-1, bottom half of the 6th inning. Both pitchers have been tough. Severino has 11 strikeouts. His career high is 12. Here's Gregorius to lead things off. He's flied out twice to right field tonight. He has been known to drop down a bunt for a base hit. Even though he hits for good power, 10 homers.
That's why Devers even with the bag at third.
Giancarlo Stanton is on deck. He has been their offense tonight with 2 home runs. One and 2. Pitching change tomorrow. David Price was to go. If you missed the news, Hembry still warming up in the bullpen. David Price has been sent back to Boston to have that hand, his left hand, evaluated. He's still getting numbness in there. Maybe that problem he had pitching at Fenway Park. Most attributed that to the freezing cold weather. Well, he felt it again in the bullpen after his last start, so he's been sent home to be evaluated. That means everybody moves up. So Rick Porcello will pitch tomorrow. Rick going in 5-0 against Tanaka. And then Eduardo Rodriguez taking on Sabathia on Thursday. Still 1-2.
That's a little bit scary, the David Price thing, going back and getting that checked. And of course, the arm problems last year, the elbow problems. We just hope it's not a repeat of that.
Pomeranz with a 1-2. Gently hit. Nunez in. Up and over. One man gone. Time of the carrying the freight moment now, brought to you by Old Dominion.
Stanton with 2 home runs, pulling one right there that was above the belt, a line shot home run, and the next time going to the opposite field for the home run. And then gets the football and carries it home.
To 9 home runs for the DH. National League MVP last year with the Marlins. Sanchez on deck. Here's the 1-0. Hard hit again. Down to get it. Devers up. Long throw and got him. 2 down.
Nice play by Devers down at third base. This is a rocket by Stan. He hits the ball hard again, but Devers to the backhand. He gets low. And by the time he gets up, he's got to rush his throw. Stan hustling down the line, but they get him by a half a step. Stay low at third. Stay low at third.
Pomeranz began his night with a 1-2-3 inning. Had another one in the 3rd inning. Faced only 3 batters in the 5th. Now trying to get him in order in the 6th. Sanchez, another guy for the Yankees who got off to a cold start, but he's warmed up. In terms of home runs, batting average still under 200, but had a bunch of meaningful hits. 33 home runs last year. Hicks on deck, bases empty, 2 down, 2-1 New York in the 6th. And he drops that one in there for a strike. So 103 pitches for Drew. That is by far a season high. Previous high was 89 pitches in his last outing against Kansas City in a win.
Yeah, this will definitely be his last inning. There's no question about that. Tomorrow at 6, don't miss Red Sox first pitch presented by Joseph Abboud, available at Men's Warehouse. TC, Wake, and Steve will break down Drew Pomeranz's start.
Bounding ball to third, a charge. He scoops. Devers throws it away. Past Ramirez. It climbs up against the sidewall. Betts has to come in to get it. Sanchez safely into second. Devers with a wild throw. It sent Ramirez sprawling at first base.
Looks like Devers will pick up his 9th error of the season on this. Everything's fine to that point, then the throw just takes off on him. And Hanley trying to stretch and catch it. Can't do it. It gets by him, and the Yankees have a man in scoring position.
So moments earlier, he had made an outstanding defensive play on the bullet by Stanton.
There's a play there. If you Hanley, and you probably had to do it all over again. You'd come off that bag and just make the catch, so the ball doesn't get by and get a man in a scoring position. He's trying to stretch out, thinking they can get an out if he makes the catch. And if he makes the catch, they probably would have had an out.
Instead, a 2-base error. Charge to Devers. So, man in scoring position for the Yankees, sends up Aaron Hicks. He's walked and flied to center, 0 for 1. And he popped him up. Nunez right there, doesn't have to move very much, and he puts it away. Pomeranz doing a good job pitching around the error. Sandwiches for $2, $3, or $5. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Severino still out there as we bring you the top half of the 7th inning. Jerry Remy, Dave O'Brien, and Garen Austin from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. 2-1 New York. Although the Sox have out hit them 5-4. Look at David Robertson now throwing in their bullpen. And Severino is right at 100 pitches now. Nunez with a double, and he has scored a run after striking out and reaching on a wild pitch in the 5th inning.
Still firing it up there, 97, 98 miles an hour.
Nunez made his major league debut with the Yankees 8 years ago. Played in a little less than 300 games as a Yankee. Bradley on deck, Vasquez after him. And a 1-2. Fly ball down the right field line, but slicing into foul territory. Yep, 97, 98, 99, 100 tonight. So 11 strikeouts. His career high is 12. Two and two. You've made the point a couple of times tonight, Jerry, and it makes so much sense. It's so hard for the Red Sox hitters to guess along with him.
Well, you know, the one that got me was the 3-0 changeup to Hanley. I mean, he knew, he had a feeling he was going to have the green light on that pitch, and he throws him a changeup 3-0. How often do you see that? He's mixing his pitches up, you know, his fastball, his slider, which has been a dominant pitch for him. He's thrown changeups when not expected. He's been just really, really good.
Two. Hard hit but foul as he hangs in.
A rare one that he made a mistake on and left it inside. But the ball pulled foul down the third baseline.
Red Sox trying to string some hits together against Severino, who has emerged as the Yankee ace, and he's been dealing tonight. Pretty good battle here being put up by Eduardo Nunez. And as we move into the late stage of tonight's game, he's driving up that pitch count. Two again. And he's filled up the count.
Overthrew that one at 99 miles an hour. Tried to get a little bit more extra. He knows this is it for him.
Ground ball deep short. Gregorius with a long throw and in and out of the glove of Austin. So Nunez safe at first base on what should be a base hit.
I would think so. Very difficult play right there for Didi Gregorius. Has to go to his backhand throw on almost like a sidearm throw to first base. The ball's going to bounce. And Austin can't come up with it.
And the night is over for Severino. Aaron Boone, the Yankee manager, taking him out to a big hand. But the Red Sox do have a base runner. 2-1 New York. Nobody out, a man aboard, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. All right, TC, thank you very much. So Severino done for the night at 109 pitches, 11 strikeouts. That is his season high. Didn't walk anybody, but he does leave a runner at first base. His pitching line brought to you by Lexus, inviting you to see, hear, and feel and experience amazing. Jackie Bradley showing bunt, but he'll take a strike. He has struck out twice. So Robertson coming on, 2-1, a 3.12 ERA. Nunez with a base hit on the infield. So the Sox have a leadoff man aboard. Last time they did that with the leadoff man on was the 5th inning, and the Sox scored a run. And a good block by Sanchez and a pitch in the dirt. Yankees 15-1 in their last 16 games. Their best stretch of 16 games since 1980. But Sox trying to break them up here in the Bronx. Here's the 1-1.
Hey, ha! I'll tell you what, at least Cedarstrom's been consistent out there tonight and has been very wide. Pitch number 3. Watch where this ends up.
Close, but he dives back in. Nunez safe.
A little bit of a slow start getting back to the bag and just gets the fingers in before the tag.
One, two. Now. Definitely wide. Even up on Bradley. Vasquez waits his turn on deck. And then Mookie Betts. A tight one here in game 1 between the clubs with the 2 best records in the majors. And a 2-2. And a cut and a miss, and down goes Jackie Bradley for the 3rd time in the ball game on strikes.
Now with this combination of Vasquez and Nunez, I would try something. There's the breaking ball right there to pick up the strikeout. 3rd time Jackie struck out tonight. But if you get the right count here, I wouldn't be at all surprised to see a hit and run.
Well, when hip and knee pain force you to sit out, remember to visit the joint replacement experts at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Visit BIDMC.org.
Another set of signs, 2 sets of signs put down by Carlos Fabulous at 3rd base.
Vasquez with a base hit. Was thrown out trying to make that a double by Judge. Also struck out.
Here's a pitch you could put it on if you want. It's a 1-ball, no strike count. Fabulous looking into the dugout, see what he gets from Cora.
Red Sox have had a very difficult time making contact tonight. They struck out 12 times.
Now Severino is still in the game. I wouldn't even consider that play.
Check swing fouled away. 1-1 on the Sox catcher. Nunez with an infield single to begin the inning. Now 1 away for Vasquez. 1-1 coming to Vasquez. And he pops a foul out of play.
That takes care of the hit and run play. Now he's down 1-2. Any kind of movement at first base will be a straight out steal.
If you missed it, Major League Baseball announcing today the Red Sox and Yankees will play a 2-game series in London next year. June 29th and 30th at London Stadium, which seats about 55,000. Major League Baseball's first ever games in Europe. Two and two. Sox and Yankees have never played each other outside of Boston or New York. Nunez off the bag. Little flare into center field. Hicks is right there. 2 down.
Tonight after Red Sox coverage on NESN Sports Today, we'll have a full recap of the Red Sox-Yankees matchup. NESN Sports Today is presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is as helpful as the people.
Top of the order now, Mookie Betts. Mookie's gone 1 for 3 with a single. Crowd of 45,773 tonight in New York. Popped up, but that's going to twist, and it's out of play over the top of the Yankee dugout. He tied with Fred Lynn for the most Red Sox home runs in the first 34 games of the season with 13. Freddie Lynn did it in 1979. Oh, 2.
That slider away that time from Betts.
One of the toughest strikeouts in the game. Here's the 0-2 with the runner going. Check swing. Here's the throw down, and he's going to be safe.
Ooh, looks like the umpire was ready to take up his right hand and call him out, and then he saw the ball come loose.
So Nunez has it stolen. And the Red Sox have the tying run at second.
Yeah, he was going to call him out, as the tag was on the bat before the hand got there. But then the ball was not in the glove. So a break there for the Red Sox.
1-2. And hooked foul. So Mookie Betts trying to pick up Nunez and tie this ball game in the 7th inning, with most of the Yankee fans on their feet looking for a strikeout. Severino punched out 11 over 6+ innings. One-two from Robertson. And he checked. 2-2.
Tried that curveball, tried to get Betts to chase the curveball outside the strike zone. He started after it, but did hold up and swing.
Nunez at second. 2 down and a 2-2 to Mookie Betts. Mookie lines that one to the left. Gardner on the move. He can't get it. It gets by him. The run is in to tie. Mookie around second. He's heading into third, and he'll stop there, and the Red Sox have tied it 2-2.
Now, give Mookie a lot of credit, man. He stayed off some breaking balls away, checked the swing, and then he finally got one inside, one that he could hook. There's the curveball again, but it stays out over the plate, and he is right on it. Gardner makes a nice effort in the outfield, but the ball's going to get by him. He goes into the dive, can't stop it, rolls to the wall, run scores, Betts ends up at third. Right there, he's thinking about maybe inside the park.
A fired-up triple. And an RBI to tie it 2-2. Here's Benintendi.
As Betts happy coming into third base. Yeah. Tie ball game.
His second hit tonight. He's 2 for 4. Benintendi 1 for 3 with an RBI on his single. And it's 2-0.
Couple of cut fastballs to Benintendi. They got the shift on him on the infield. Wide open at shortstop.
So no decision for Severino. Even though he was brutally tough. Here's the 2-0. He will take ball 3.
You know, it's interesting. The Red Sox have scored both times. Nunez has got on base and started an inning, once by a strikeout and a wild pitch, and this time by a base hit and then a stolen base.
And the 3-0 to Benintendi. And a strike again on a pitch outside, which was,
well,
I mean, an amazingly consistent theme.
Yeah, very consistent.
But not a strike. Here comes the 3-1. And a breaking ball in there for a strike. So that will fill up the count on Benintendi with Mookie Betts 90 feet away. Last time they were up like this, Mookie Betts made him sit back down. Here's the 3-2. Not this time. Benintendi with a cut and a miss. However, the Red Sox have tied it on the Betts triple. behind to tie the ball game 2-2 on the Mookie Betts triple. Time now to check out the results of our Dunkin' Donuts poll question tonight. Is the Red Sox-Yankees the best rivalry in sports? What do you say to that?
This was a wipeout.
90%, almost a full cup. Wow. Best rivalry in sports. Mookie Betts right in the middle of it tonight. And the Sox will bring on a new pitcher, Heath Hembree, to take over. And he will get 7, 8, and 9 in the Yankee batting order as we'll bring you the bottom half of the 7th. About to make his 15th appearance. Heath went an inning and a third scoreless baseball with a couple of hits and a walk, 3 strikeouts in Saturday's win at Texas. Time now for a 180 moment of the game presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Now Nunez picks up a base hit to get things going in the 7th inning. And then he steals second base. Looked like he might have been out, but they didn't catch the baseball. And then Betts with the line drive that Gardner can't get to. Gets by him, ends up being a triple, and Nunez ties the ball game.
Awaken 180, the official weight loss program of the Boston Red Sox. So Eduardo Nunez in the thick of it as well. A double, 2 runs tonight, and a stolen base. And Mookie Betts 2 for 4, a single and a run scoring triple here to jam-packed Yankee Stadium. Miguel Andujar will lead it off. He has whiffed and he has also singled. And all knotted up as we get into the late stages. Andujar, their minor league player of the year last year, hit .315 with 16 home runs in the minors, so some power. Old friend Tyler Austin on deck. Toward the middle, but Bogart's right there to vacuum it up. 1 down. CBS Health is investing $50 million over 5 years to extend their commitment to helping people lead tobacco-free lives. You can learn more at cbshealth.com/be-the-first.
Looks like Neil Walker's going to come up and hit for Austin.
Get a left-hand stick up there. Walker hitting just .189. Signed a 1-year contract in mid-March. Bats with the bases empty and a shift on with Nunez in short right field in the shotgun.
Faced Hembree 1 time in his career, and Hembree struck him out.
Right through there at 88. Gleyber Torres on deck. In the 8th, the Red Sox will have due up Hanley Ramirez, JD Martinez, and Xander Bogaerts against the Yankee bullpen. Little roller, first base, and it's hugging the line, still up the line. That's a foul ball. It's foul when he touched it. Looked like it was going to fight its way back fair, didn't it?
Well, you know, what was going on here, in my opinion, is I think Vasquez was hoping it would go back into fair territory and he could get him at first base. But then once the runner got by, and then he touched it in foul territory. They're watching it, they're watching it, they're watching it, they're waiting till he gets into foul territory and then touch it. Hembree. That was close.
So to count 1 and 2 on Walker. The Yankees have been held to 4 hits all night by the Red Sox pitching staff. And 2 of those are home runs by the same man, Giancarlo Stanton. Solo shot to left, a solo shot to right. Sox have 7 hits. That is Chad Green, the right-hander, loosening in their pen. And a 2-2 pitch. Rick Porcello trying to go to 6-0. He's on the hill tomorrow night against Masahiro Tanaka, another good one. And then it's Eduardo Rodriguez against CC Sabathia on Thursday to close out this highly anticipated 3-game series. 3-2 stroked into right field. That'll bounce onto the track and up against the fence. Walker, the pinch hitter, heading into second. He'll dive in. He's got himself a double.
Around the pinch hit opportunity pays off for the Yankees. Looked like a slider here from Hembree. It is, and it just kind of rolled up the home plate, a little bit flat. Betts plays it off the wall, gets it back in quickly, but the throw's going to be off target. And into second base goes Walker.
Pinch hit double sends up Torres, who has popped up and single. 2-2 tie in the bottom of the 7th. And he fights that one off foul. I'll tell you what, tonight feels and sounds more like old Yankee Stadium than any night I can remember being in here in the regular season.
I would agree with that.
These fans are into it and back into the rivalry. They certainly were at Fenway Park back in April, to put it mildly. 0-1. Gardner on deck. He's had a tough night. 2 strikeouts and a double play. One out, but a man at second and the 1-1. Hembree now battling to keep it tied up. Nasty pitch.
Yeah, he never saw that pitch. It was a slider away. Just never picked it up out of the hand of Hembree. That ball was never in the strike zone.
So he's gone to 2-2. He throws that again. Will he swing at it again and miss it by that much again? Trying to put him away.
No.
The appeal and no swing, says Corey Blazer. So the count runs full.
Yeah, tried something different. Tried to change his eye level, going from that slider down and away to a fastball high in the zone, and he lays off it. Those are tough pitches to stay off of.
Joe Kelly throwing in the bullpen. Here's the 3-2 now to Torres. So he's walked in first and second. Top of the order in Gardner now, with only 1 gone. And Dana Levangie coming out.
Tomorrow at 6:30, don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by DCU. TC Wake and Steve will preview Rick Porcello's start against the Yankees. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
So big conference here after the double by Walker and the walk to Torres. Gardner will be the batter. He struck out first inning, struck out third inning, hit into a double play in the fifth inning.
Bogart's checking right now. Do they want him in the shift with the first and second situation, or do they want him to stay at a shortstop position? Looks like he's going to stay on the shortstop side, it looks like.
Well, when he hit into the double play in the fifth inning, it was a ground ball up the middle, and Bogarts was perfectly situated.
Right.
Buried, but Vasquez with the stop, and it's ball one.
I think they're afraid to give up that big hole right now at the shortstop position. And they're checking right now, where are we going to play this guy? This is how we're going to play him. All that information in their caps.
And a 1-0 from Heath Hembry. 95-mile-an-hour four-seamer. 1 ball and 1 strike on the leadoff man. And Judge lurking on deck. Red Sox have quieted him. In fact, the top 3 in their batting order between the triumvirate of Gardner, Judge, and Gregorius have not reached base tonight. Walker and Torres with their leads. Kelly is ready in the bullpen. I cannot wait to hear Joe introduced here at Yankee Stadium. He's ready for it. 1-1. Right past him.
Good fastball, 96 up and away from Gardner. Just challenging Gardner with the fastball. It's supposed to be inside, tailed away, but still no contact. Now Hembry and Vasquez having a tough time getting on the same page. You'll see multiple signs with the man at second base. Finally found one he likes.
1-2.
Nope.
Did not get him to chase that 97-mile-an-hour fastball, so the count goes to 2-2. Only 5 Yankee hits tonight. And a balk. That'll send runners to third and second on a balk by Heath Hembry.
He started and he stopped. Watch him start right there and then stop. Once you start up, you've got to continue. That hurts.
Could be a huge play tonight. So now 2 men in scoring position. Walker down to third, Torres into second. 2-2 the count on Gardner.
Red Sox pull the infield in. Potential go-ahead run at third base.
Mark out. Hold up.
And Gardner's already struck out twice in this one. Down into the dirt. Nice stop there, and the block by Vasquez. Runners cannot advance, and it's 3-2.
Vasquez inspected the breaking ball down. Does a good job just getting it right in the webbing of the glove. That ball almost got between his legs.
Full count.
No.
And he walked him to load up the bases for Aaron Judge, and here comes Cora.
Well, you talk about getting thrown into the fire. Joe Kelly is coming into the fire.
In more ways than one.
Yep.
He'll inherit a bases loaded situation with one down in a tie game in the 7th. And of course, there was all that transpired involving Joe Kelly and Tyler Austin in Boston. Here he comes. He entered with one out and the bases loaded in the 8th inning of a tie game, and he struck out Gallo and Profar, and he stranded all 3 men.
Well, the reason for all the boos, and we expected it.
Yep, Joe said, come on. And it was on April 11th. He wound up suspended for 6 games. Austin had his reduced to 4. But right into that fire, it'll be Walker at third, Torres at second, and Gardner at first, and
yeah,
Aaron Judge coming up.
This is not exactly coming in for a clean inning, is it?
Now, last year in June, he went after Aaron Judge in a terrific battle, and he struck him out.
Yeah, it took him 6 pitches, and he finally got him on a breaking ball right there. But he has got some work ahead of him here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Judge, then Gregorius.
Judge tonight has flied to right, struck out again. And he has struck out nearly 50 times. Also has 8 home runs and 21 runs batted in. And no place to put him. And Kelly's first one. Popped up, foul off first. Ramirez ranging over to the camera well, but it's off into the stands.
I mean, this is really personal for these fans right now, isn't it? Really personal. They got the guy on the mound they want on the mound. They got the hitters at the plate they want at the plate. Joe Kelly's going to try to beat him.
Judge has hit into 6 double plays. That leads the American League. One and one. Walker at third, Torres at second, Gardner at first. 2-2 tie. Base hit into left. Walker is in to score. They're waving in Torres. It comes through to the plate, the tag, and he is out at home. RBI single, however, for Judge to put New York in front again, 3-2.
And a nice throw by Benintendi. He got it there in plenty of time to get that second runner coming in. It's a breaking ball, a slider that Judge hits very hard into left field. One run's going to score. A little freeze at second base, as you can see. And by the time they wave him on, it's going to be too late. The second half, Vasquez makes a nice play and puts the tag on.
So it'll bring up Didi Gregorius, who's gone 0 for 3. Boy, if the Red Sox can get out of this with only one run. This guy's got 30 RBIs. Kelly without a throw. Remember how important the balk was. Runners at first and second, 2 gone. Comebacker, Kelly's got it. And he'll flip on to get him and retire the side. So Kelly comes in, allows only one run, charged to Heath Hembree. And the Yankees are up 3-2. Union, what can DCU save you? The great folks at Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service, and by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Yankees will dip into the bullpen again. They now have a 3-2 lead as we bring it to the top half of the 8th inning. And Chad Green, the right-hander, to make an appearance. It'll be his 15th. They worked him on Saturday in their win against Cleveland. He went 2 perfect innings, 4 strikeouts, and he's been tough. Walker will stay in the game and play first after just scoring that go-ahead run. And the Sox will bring up Ramirez, Martinez, and Bogarts. And down by 1 in game 1. Hanley's gone 0 for 3. It's reached on an error back in the first inning by the second baseman.
Nope.
The Sox fell behind 2-0, rallied to tie. Now they trail by 1 and are forced to rally again. High fly, but foul out of play by Hanley Ramirez. Hanley capped Saturday's comeback with a game-winning sacrifice fly in the 9th inning at Texas. One and two.
Another hard thrower out of the bullpen. 97 miles an hour for Chad Green.
JD Martinez next. He has a double tonight. And then Xander Bogaerts.
Nope.
Red Sox have struck out 13 times in this one. Line shot. That's a fair ball. That caroms off the side fence. That's going to be a well-stung long single for Hanley Ramirez. And that was a bullet.
I'll tell you, the Red Sox tonight offensively are wearing out that right field line. That ball bounced off the wall and bounced directly to Judge, so only one base, a single for Hanley Ramirez. That ball hit very hard down the first base line. You see how it bounces out right to Judge, and nowhere Ramirez could go. They've had, what, about 3 hits over on that side of the field tonight.
Yep. So JD Martinez now, he's 1 for 3 with a double. And that one almost got by Sanchez. Ball 1. He has a 9-game hitting streak. Back in 2015, he became the first visiting player to hit 3 home runs in 1 game here at New Yankee Stadium. It's a ballpark much to the liking of his hitting style, with his ability to drive the ball to right. Eight home runs for JD. One for Green. Not tempting enough.
You see the catch of Sanchez looking at the dugout, and you know they're not calling pitches. What they're doing is they're telling Sanchez whether they want him to throw to first, the pitcher throw to first, or not. That's what they're looking for. Set of signs for that, but they're not calling pitches.
Cleared foul, 2-2.
That's one right there. I think JD would like to have back. Fastball right down the middle, right into his opposite field swing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody out. Hanley Ramirez at first, the 2-2. Lined into center field, approaching Hicks. Hicks slides down and makes the play. Hanley back to first base. One gone.
That's 2 bullets the Red Sox have hit this inning off Green. 1 for a base hit, 1 for an out. You see exactly out there where Hicks is playing. He's just got to come in about 5 steps and make the catch. That ball was hit very hard too.
Hicks a very solid defensive center fielder. As Xander Bogaerts, quiet night so far. He has struck out, flied out, popped up. He's trying to warm up again. 3-2 Yankees in the 8th. Sox tied the game in the 7th inning on a 2-out RBI triple from Mookie Betts. That scored Eduardo Nunez. Yankees forged ahead with a run. There's a bouncing ball to the second baseman. To short. Gregorius guns and gets him. The double play will retire the side for the Red Sox in the 8th inning.
Sync Sox games with your desktop or mobile calendar. The official downloadable schedule from the home of the Boston.
Moments ago, Xander Bogaerts hitting into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play, so it's still 3-2 Yankees as we take into the bottom half of the 8th inning. Joe Kelly staying on there. Fans, you can become part of the Franklin family just like Xander Bogaerts. Franklin Sports proud to be the official batting glove of the Red Sox in Major League Baseball. And Stanton has homered twice in this one. He's gone 2 for 3. He's going to lead off here in the last half of the 8th inning. First home run, a rocket shot down the left field line on Pomeranz. That was in the 2nd inning. And then the 4th inning struck again, but he went to right field for his 9th home run. Aroldis Chapman preparing to enter, the hard-throwing lefty. Sanchez on deck. Here's the 0-2, and time is called. And the 0-2 from Kelly. Bounced it up there.
Tried to throw a changeup that time and not even close, just bouncing it back to the backstop.
This crowd has been into it since the first pitch. Here comes the 1-2 to Stanton. Two.
And they're not happy with that pitch because it was high.
53 strikeouts for Stanton this season, and goes to 3-2. He's on some pace. And the payoff pitch from the right-hander. And he walks him. They had him down 0-2, and he puts him on. So Stanton on for the third time in this one. The Lexus Strikeout Hunger program is underway. Log on to NESN.com/Lexus for an exclusive interview with Lexus of Northborough president Mitch Cook. He discusses how Lexus and the Red Sox have teamed up to provide almost 500,000 meals to families in need. That's NESN.com/Lexus. So leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Yankees. Sanchez has walked, grounded to second, and reached on an error by Devers. Starts him with a breaking ball for strike one. Sanchez at 9 homers. Yankees took a 2-0 lead. Red Sox tied it in the 7th. In the bottom of the 7th inning, the Yankees went ahead. The Sox in the 9th will have Devers, Nunez, and Bradley due up.
Inside.
And Brock Holt is available. He has been activated off of the 10-day disabled list. Meanwhile, Carson Smith throwing in the Sox pen. And the 1-1 from Kelly.
Ball.
Yankees went ahead in the 7th inning on a 1-out double by Neil Walker, pinch hitter. Torres took ball 4. Then there was a balk. Gardner then walked to load him up. Judge singled. That was the go-ahead RBI. Count goes to 3-1.
Kelly trying to drop that curveball in the strike zone, but almost like it slipped out of his hand.
Hitters count for Sanchez. 3 balls and 1 strike. Stanton on at first, nobody out. Runner goes. Waved at and missed. 3-2 down to second is Stanton with a theft.
Second of the season for Stanton. And he had a great jump at first base. The Red Sox were paying no attention to him at all. And he just, he read about 4 or 5 pitches and just took off. There's the jump. You can see how slow Kelly gets the ball at home plate, and not even a throw.
So he's had a big night. 2 home runs and now a steal. And the 3-2 to Gary Sanchez.
Yes.
That's a swing and a miss. He went. That is strike 3. So 1 man gone. Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, and life insurance.
Breaking ball that time in the dirt, almost hit the plate. I think it did hit the plate. Couldn't check his swing. They asked to check and see if he did go. He did. And then he eventually had to retire him at first base. His first base was open and Vasquez dropped the ball. So he checked the runner at second first and went on at first to get the out.
So Hicks the batter, a walk, a fly out, a pop up. He's 0 for 2. One away. He has 2 home runs.
Ball.
Yankees up 3-2 eighth inning. They are 24-10. The Red Sox at 25-9. Two best records in the majors.
Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings live right after the game. TC, Wake, and Steve will break down the game. You'll hear from Drew Pomerantz and Alex Cora. Whatever, whenever, wherever. Who but WB Mason?
The 2-0 from Joe Kelly. Lofted into foul territory. Devers moving over near the tarp and can't get it. He could not get to it.
Well, not an easy play there for Devers by any means. When you got to deal with the top, that becomes very difficult. And he had his back toward home plate, almost like a wide receiver looking over his head for a football.
So 2-1 on Hicks. Switch hitter batting lefty here with a man at second. That skips off of Vasquez all the way near the dugout, standing into third, and will stop there. The crowd was urging him to try and score, but Kelly was standing right there at home plate. That'll be a wild pitch.
It looked like a changeup that time that got away from Kelly. Haven't been many fastballs from Kelly in this game. A lot of curveballs, a lot of changeups. That one bouncing way out in front of the plate and all the way to the Yankee dugout. Now with the 3-1 count, one out, Red Sox in the shift, have to pull the infield in. Vasquez didn't know where it was.
Right off the dugout screen. Everybody in 3-1 on Hicks. Obviously a huge run at third base with one down. Here in the bottom of the eighth. Popped him up. Vasquez looking for room, but it's over the top of that netting. A Monday, May 14th is Kimbrel Grow a Beard Night at Fenway. The first 10,000 fans in attendance receive a Craig Kimbrel Grow a Beard planter presented by Toyo Tires. For tickets and more information, you can visit redsox.com/promos. Looks like he got his early. Or something.
That's got a tat on his ankles.
And at third, one away. And a payoff pitch from Kelly. Hard hit. Ramirez coming home, going to be played at the plate. The tag, he is out at the plate. Stanton cut down. Boone already has his hand in the air, thinking about challenging the play at the plate. He stayed on his feet.
Well, let's take another look at it. Hanley taking his time getting this ball home. Not a hard throw at all, but they had Stanton, it looked like.
There will be no challenge here.
No slide. No slide by Stanton. He tried to go around Vasquez. And they will not challenge the play. Yep, the tag put on before he gets his foot to the plate. So the Red Sox fortunate to cut down a run right there.
Yep, fielder's choice 3-2 on the throw by Hanley Ramirez. Alex Cora will now go into his bullpen with Andujar scheduled to hit next. And Kelly coming out. 3-2 New York. That'll be Carson Smith coming in. And we'll keep it right here with the Red Sox down by 1 run.
Now this has been a heck of a ball game. It really has been, you know, kind of what you expected from these two ball clubs, the way they've been playing. We look at the Xfinity game summary. Pomeranz 6 innings in this game, a couple of earned runs. Betts 2 for 4 with an RBI. Severino was outstanding, 11 strikeouts and no walks. Stanton with 2 home runs, and Judge got a base hit off Kelly to give the Yankees the lead.
I think Drew Pomeranz also should get a lot of credit for fighting through that nail issue.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to make it. When he threw a couple of pitches and he kept looking at it, and I said, I don't think he's long for this ball game, but he stayed with it and actually got better after that.
He did. Had some strikeouts, and the Red Sox would fight back the tie. He would have no decision, and the same for Severino as this one got into the bullpens. It's an interesting decision by Stanton not to slide there.
Yeah, a lot of times, you try to slide around the tag of the catcher because the catcher is kind of heading up the first base line a little bit. He can't block the plate, but he tried to get his foot in without, before the tag came around, and it didn't quite work out. Now, if he slides, I'm not sure the result's going to be any different. Matter of fact, it almost surprised Vasquez that he did not slide.
Yeah. A lot of guys going head first in a play like that, and trying to get the backside of the plate with a hand.
Exactly. Go to the swim move.
And not him, and he's tagged out, and there was no appeal. There was no review on that play, so it remains 3-2 Yankees.
Hanley didn't rush that at all, did he? He had one thing in mind. The only thing was getting the runner at home plate, and he didn't try to rush it to make a bad throw, and he was able to get the out at home. So that's a big out. A lot of big plays in this game.
Yeah, there really have been. And a couple of big hits. Red Sox need some more, though. And Smith has to hold. 2 down, so Hicks becomes the runner at first base on the throw home. And Miguel Andujar will be the batter. He's 1 for 3, a single back in the 4th inning.
Got to watch out for Hicks, too, because he'll run. He's got 3 steals.
Two away. In a lot of ways, it's been more of an old style Red Sox Yankees tussle with long at bats. A lot of deep counts tonight.
Yep.
Smith with the 0-1. The looper toward right field, but that's going to fade foul. And quickly 0-2 on Andujar. Again, scheduled hit for the Sox in the 9th inning. Devers, Nunez, who scored both of the Red Sox runs, and then Jackie Bradley with Chapman ready. Red Sox have had pretty good success reaching him in the past, particularly a young Rafael Devers. Tomorrow night, Rick Porcello against Masahiro Tanaka. And on Thursday, Eduardo Rodriguez against CC Sabathia. Eduardo's had some big starts against New York.
And the Red Sox expecting Hicks to run and to try to get in scoring position with 2 outs. They could actually pitch out here if they wanted to. No balls and 2 strikes. Trying to take a little spring out of the legs of Aaron Hicks over there, making him dive back to the bag.
Oh, 2 to Andujar.
No.
Well, the last 2 games, Red Sox pitchers have struck out 31 batters. Season high 17 Saturday at Texas. Smith trying to get one right here. Hicks is running, and it swung on and missed. He got him. He struck him out to retire the side. Red Sox coming up. 9th inning, down by 1. The all-new Subaru Ascent featuring all-wheel drive and 3 rows of seats. Love is now bigger than ever this spring. By Citizens Bank. Visit citizensbank.com. And by your New England Audi dealers. Get behind the wheel of the Audi you've always wanted. Back in New York, we go to the 9th. The Red Sox are trailing 3-2 to the New York Yankees here in game number 1. And they're going to bring on the hard throwing, to put it mildly, Aroldis Chapman. Has a 1.80 ERA. 15 innings. He has 30 punch-outs. He's been very good. But guess who's coming to dinner right away? Rafael Devers, who hit that celebrated home run off a 103-mile-an-hour fastball from Chapman last season here in the 9th inning. He got 99 in the first.
He was all geared up for that fastball, wasn't he?
Well, that was the home run last summer on August 13th to tie the ball game. And nobody does that against the left-handed Chapman.
He had a home run swing on that first fastball.
1-1. Tonight, Devers 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts, and he's tapped to third. Speedway donating $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox homer. And don't forget, all summer long you can stop by your local Speedway and quench your thirst with a refreshing Speedy Freeze. Two balls, 1 strike.
Got himself back in a fastball count. He wasted 2 sliders trying to get him chase sliders. He didn't. Now the count runs to 2-1. So you'll see a big swing from Devers here if he gets the fastball.
Nunez on deck, and then Jackie Bradley scheduled to hit. One would assume the Red Sox would bat for him. And a comebacker. Chapman's got that, a toss to get him for out number 1.
T-Mobile presents Hats Off for Heroes, because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
So Nunez will climb in, a double. He also struck out but reached in the 5th inning, and he would score after getting on a wild pitch. And he would score again after base hit in the 7th. He has scored the 2 Red Sox runs.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the game tonight.
Jackie Bradley has come to the on-deck area. First one in there for strike 1 on Eduardo. Bradley has struck out 3 times in this one. Base is empty here in the 9th inning. 1 down.
One of the reasons you may see Bradley hit, he is 2 for 3 in his career against Chapman.
And a lefty with a 1-1. Punch foul.
101 miles an hour on that last fastball.
Consistently the hardest thrower, or one of the hardest throwers in the game every year. One, 2. He put him away at 102. And there are 2 down in the 9th inning, and Jackie Bradley will come up to bat for himself.
I'd say this is not fair. You know, 102 outside. Got no chance.
Jackie 0 for 3, has struck out 3 times, hitting 173. Couple of hits and 3 at bats in his career against Chapman. And runs in, and that one gets him. So Bradley is on, hit by the pitch. And the Red Sox have life here. The tying run is on with Vasquez the batter.
Now the options on the bench are Leone and Swihart. Both switch hitters who would be hitting from the right side of the plate. They're going to stay with Vasquez.
Christian in this one, 1 for 3 with a single. And he drops in strike 1 to get ahead on Vasquez. There are other hitters. Of course, you're talking about right-hand batters, and Holt is 0 for 4 against them. Moreland's 0 for 5 just for the lefties. Mookie Betts on deck. Red Sox trying to get the inning to Mookie. 3-2 Yankees in the 9th, 2 down. A ball and a strike. Betts tripled in the 7th inning, singled in the 5th inning.
I think when you're throwing 102 miles an hour, you're doing the hitter a favor by throwing him a slider. Especially a right-handed hitter.
Bradley on, getting his lead at first, and the 1-1. Yankees are the hottest team in the game right now. Sanchez with a mound visit. Those are 15 of their last 16. If they win tonight, they pull into a first place tie with the Red Sox. Long conversation, Sanchez and Chapman.
The average for Chapman tonight on his fastball 101. 6 fastballs, averaging 101.
But he did hit Jackie Bradley with a pitch. And Jackie is aboard. Vasquez getting time from Cedarstrom. Sox have 8 hits, Yankees 6. 2 very good offenses, but a low scoring game 1. Kimbrel getting ready in case. Here's the 2-1. Two.
Right back to the slider for Chapman.
Just got a piece of it to hang in. That was 102.
You think that looks fast? Stand up there at home plate, 60 feet, 6 inches away. Looks a little faster than that. Like he wants to throw to first base. Little flick of the finger means he wants him to throw to first.
Although it was not a sizable lead. Two out, 2-2. Runner goes. Ground ball to the second baseman, Torres. And the Yankees take game 1 here tonight in the Bronx. Final score of 3-2. So now both teams with identical records of 25-10. Stanton with a big night. TC with the 2 home runs.